afternoon, everyone. This is Karen with Creative Hands, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Arlington, Texas. How are you doing? Hope you're enjoying your afternoon. Today, I come to you with the March Roll of the Die project. Know that I am not the only one that is doing Roll of the Die today. I have a couple of friends that is doing it as well. So in the description box, if you would look, you'll find their links. You can click on them and you can follow them as well to see the beautiful project that they will be creating today as well. So let's get some administrative things out of the way. My business name is Creative Hands. My online store for my Stampin' Up website is karenfinley.stampinup.net, and there is a March host code CF9QUW7W. So if there's any products that you see today that you like, that you would like to purchase, when you place your order, be sure to use that host code. That will let me know that you are ordering from this Roll of the Die project as well. And if it is more than $150, give me a call and I can help you place that order. Okay? Without further ado, let's go on and jump into this project. Okay, let's go over, let's go over the tools and things that you will need. So you're going to need your paper trimmer, okay? And for today's card, we're going to be using a bundle set. It's called Fragrant Flowers, okay? Here is the stamp set. It has 7 stamps in it. As you can see, it has thanks, it has 2 florals, a hello, a love friend, and this is a cling set. When I say cling set, that means that it has the red rubber backing. Okay, and then it also has dies that come with them. Okay, so you will be able to cut out those flowers, the leaves, and the sentiments that you have. These right here will be able to cut them out and put them in, have a background behind them per se. Okay, so that is the stamp set and the die set that we're going to be working with. We're also going to be working with a embossing folder. Okay, this is the Cascading Ruffles that I will be using. The color that I'm going to be using today is the Balmy Blue. So with Balmy Blue, I'm going to be using everything that color. I have my ink in Balmy Blue. I have my Stampin' Blends in Balmy Blue. I have a blending brush that I will be using. I have my bone folder to crease my base, and I have some adhesives, which I choose the liquid glue, and then my Stampin Dimensions, and then you're also going to be needing some blocks to put your stamps on. Okay, so the Roll of the Die elements for today, we had to have subtle colors, we had to have some sponging, we have to have a thank you, we have to have ribbon and twine on it, and then it has to be monochromatic. Monochromatic means that you can only use one color, and of that color, you can use different shades and variations of that color. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to first get started. We're going to do our card base. And I took an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. On the 8.5 side, I cut it at 4 1/4. Okay, I cut it at 4 1/4, and then You can score it down the middle if you want, or you can just fold it. But if you score it, you can score it at 5.5. Okay. And then I'm going to take a white piece of paper and I'm going to cut it. And I think I already have one cut. It's going to be cut at 5 1/4 by 4. Okay. So I'm thinking that's all of the cutting we're going to be doing. So I'm going to bring my base in, and all I'm going to do is fold it on that score line. I'm going to even my edges here. I'm going to take my bone folder and then just fold it down. Okay. I do have my stamp cut and emboss machine over here to the left of me, so I am going to be cutting some stuff, or cutting some things with it and embossing. So with my 4 by 5 1/4 piece of paper, I'm going to take that and I'm going to put that in the embossing machine to emboss it with this folder. I showed you the cover, but I did not show you what it looks like on the inside. That is a beautiful, beautiful folding, embossing folder. So I've gone ahead and embossed it. So when I embossed it, it came out like this. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to start, let me see here. I am going to start sponging. So I am new to sponging, but I think this is going to be one of my favorite techniques. Okay, so here I have my ink, and with the ink, what you want to do is you can take and you can go in a circle, put pressure on it if you want. You can dab it like this if you want, but you're trying to get some ink on your brush, okay? And I'm gonna move that out the way because I don't want ink all on me. And then what you do is you start off of your actual piece of paper that you want to do. So you start off and then you just start. See how you see that? I just want a light color, so I'm just going to circle it like that. That's all I'm doing, is making a circle. And see, you can press down on it and it will give you as a heavier color. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to circle off, and I'm just doing this here so that I can have this color as a background. Okay, look how pretty that is. And notice how I'm going in one area of it, but then I'm going back over the area that I've already done. Okay, and you just, however you feel comfortable, that's what you do. Okay, so here I have, I think I am good with this here sponging. I love it though. Nice. I think I want to put some more at the bottom here. So I'm going to put some more in this area here. Okay. I think I'm done sponging. How do you guys like that? Okay. So then what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this stuff out of the way. And if you can see, look how that's going to be on the background. Okay. So next, what I'm going to do is I am going to get my stamp. This is the big stamp is what I want to use. So I'm going to put this on this big block. I'm going to turn it over. And again, like I said, we are using one color. And you can use different shades, but I'm just using sugar. Look what I did. See? But it's all good. because I have chamois here. And what these chamois do is they take the ink off of the stamps, and I'll show you that. Look, see now, look at my fingers. I got that ink up off of my fingers, and I'm good now. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this ink, and I'm just going to stamp, ink up my stamp, okay? And then I am going to be stamping on a scrap piece of paper, okay? Just stamping on a scrap piece of paper. I'm just going to stamp. Let me see, I've got to make sure I get it all in there. Okay, so I'm just going to hold down on it to make sure it gets a good seal to the paper. And then I'm going to let it up, okay? So, like I told you, this is my stamp, and it still has a little bit of ink on it. You can see it still has a little bit of ink on it. So what I'm going to do is take my chamois here and then just wipe off my stamp. And I do this while I'm stamping so that I know that once I put my stamps back in the case, that they are clean. And as you can see, I just take it and clean it, okay? So I've stamped that, and then what I'm going to do is come over to my stamp cut and emboss machine, and I'm going to use this die to cut it out. I love Stampin' Up stamping die sets because you have a stamp and then you can actually cut out the actual image. So with this, as you can see here, I can cut this out. See that right there? I want you to see it before I take it off the line and cut it. And then all you do is line that up in your embossing folder, your cut stamp and embossing machine, and it will cut that out. Okay, so we're just going to move all of this out the way because the magic has already been done. So when I cut it, it comes out looking like that. Voila! So I've cut that out already. So now what we're going to do is start assembling. Matter of fact, I cut that out and then I cut this piece right here out because we're going to stamp on it. We're going to get our thanks stamp. Right, we're going to get our thanks stamp right here. And I'm going to get me another block, and I'm just going to put this right here. And I'm going to put this here on my block. And then I'm going to use my ink pad and just stamp on it, okay? I have some on the edge, so what I'm going to do is just take that off so that it doesn't become a film when I stamp. So all I'm going to do now is line this up as best I can and stamp. It says thanks. I told you this is a simple card that you can create in no time. Okay, so again, I was just cleaning off my stamps. So now we're going to start assembling our card. Okay, and I am going to do one last thing so that I will be finished with my stamps. I want to stamp on this piece right here. I want to stamp on the inside. So what I'm going to do is I want to use this piece right here. So the only thing I'm going to do is put some ink where it goes right across there so that I can put that at the bottom. Okay. So that's all I'm doing is I'm putting ink so that I can do just the bottom. And so I'm just going to take this here and I want to stamp right here in the corner. I'm just going to stamp just like that. See? And that's it. We are truly done with all of our stamping, our die cutting. So now what we're going to be doing is just the assembly of our card, okay? All right, so we have our base of our card. So we have the base of our card, and then we're going to just, and you want to make sure that you burnish this down really good to keep your card kind of folded. Then I'm going to take my liquid glue, and I'm just going to turn it on the, nope, I forgot. Y'all look, I tell you, what I did was I had to have a ribbon, and here's my ribbon. And I guess you say, how did you get it the same color as your paper? It's a little bit darker. And I showed you the Stampin' Blend markers. What I did was I have a roll of white ribbon, just generic ribbon. This is not a Stampin' Up product, it's just a generic ribbon. And with our Stampin' Blends, what you can do is you can take, it has a dark and a light one. I took the dark one, and I'm going to show you what I did. I just took it and colored the ribbon. Look at that. So if you have some white ribbon and you get our Stampin' Blends and you're creating and crafting, you can make ribbon the same color that you're using with our Stampin' Blend markers. Again, I'm kind of slow to the game, but this is another game changer for me when creating, okay? So it said that we had to have a piece of ribbon or twine. So like I said, I took and colored this one. So what I'm gonna do is take and fold it on the back, and I have some of our Stampin' Seal Plus, okay? And I use this when I want to adhere ribbon to a card before I adhere it to my base, okay? So I kind of just put two things here so that I know, so that I know when I put my ribbon, it's going to hold it. I'm gonna have to turn this one around because it's not acting right. And I just take it. Okay. I got another one over here. I guess when I get to on film to record, it wants that crazy. But that's okay. Here we go. And I just take, and I can only use a little bit, but for this one, I wanted to make sure that it's down good. So I just take it and adhere that down. I flip it over. With this one, it don't have to be in the center. If you want it in the center, you can, okay? But then I just did like that, okay? And then I'll get you some scissors and you can cut it. okay, before you glue it down. So there you have it. It has a ribbon, okay, and then we're going to glue this on here. I told you this is a very quick, simple, basic card that we're creating. So I'm just putting my liquid glue. You don't need a lot, just a little bit, but when I have an embossed piece of paper, then I like to put a lot because I want to make sure that it stays, and I don't want it to become undone when someone gets it in the mail. So here it is. I'm just adhering this to that. Look how pretty that is. And guess what, you guys? I just started doing this and had it in my head. So I'm just putting it together for the first time here. But I did do some other cards that I will show you. Okay. So I'm just cleaning this up. And if you get some excess glue, don't worry. It's going to dry clear. Okay. So next what we're going to do is we're going to adhere our flower. We're going to adhere that one here. Let's see. I think we're going to adhere it this way. It's supposed to be adhered that way. And then we're going to take our thanks and put it right down there. Gorgeous card, huh? So what I'm going to do is take and put some dimensionals here on my flower. So how are you guys liking the monochromatic, where you just use one color and you can use different shades of that color? But like I said, I just chose to do one color. And like I said, don't forget to go to my other friends' channels and see what they created, because we all have our different styles, how we create things. And you know, just the die gives us different elements to put on our cards. Okay, I like to use a lot of dimensionals, so don't talk about me. Okay, and while I'm at it, I'm just going to go on and put some on this one too. So, one here, and one here. I always do 3 on my long ones, okay? Look, guys, we are almost done. And then I just squeeze these down here just to make sure that they are all secure. And then you guys don't need to see me take these off, because I'm taking them off and throwing them in the trash, because I am learning to clean as you go, because if not, I will have a mess in this room when I'm done. So if you guys create a card like this, I want you to do me a favor. Take it and post it on my page so that I can see what you have created. Okay. So here I have this card. I meant my flower, and I'm just trying to see where I want to put it. I'm just trying to see where I want to put it. And I want a little bit of the ribbon to show at the top. Okay. And then I'm going to take my tab here and take these off. And then I'm going to take this here and kind of center it somewhere. And there you have it. This is my monochromatic card that has my stamping, it has my subtle color, it has my sponging, it has my ribbon, and it has to thank you. And then this opens up like this, and then I just put that at the bottom. Okay, let me show you another card that I was playing with before I actually started thinking about creating that one. This one is one that I did, and it's monochromatic, and this is our So Saffron color. And I used a different stamp set, kind of cheated, because it had a stamp set, it had a thank you. I just took a ribbon, that same white ribbon that I had here, the basic white. I took a Stampin' Blend and colored it with the So Saffron. Got my ribbon element. And on this one, my back layer was just a plain piece of white paper. And then I just took and sponged some So Saffron on it. So you just see a little background. And then, like I told you, my thing is fun folds, and that's what I did. Bam. And then I put that in the corner, okay? So these are the two cards that I created for the roll of the die. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys did enjoy the roll of the die, me creating for you guys. I'm looking for my paper. Okay, here we are. So again, just gonna put my, I'm gonna put that right there so you can see those two. And again, my information is Creative Hands, KarenFinley.StampinUp.net. My March host code is CF9QUW7W. Okay. I will also be posting in the description, or you should have in the description, all the products that I used in case you want to go into the online store and purchase them. Don't forget to go and hop to one of my friends, to all of my friends' YouTube channel, so that you can see the cards that they have created as well. You guys have a wonderful day, a blessed day, and I will see you next month for Roll of the Die. Have a good day.